What do a desert-dominating pickup truck and a circuit-shredding Supra have in common? It's actually one powerful legacy. This is the story of Toyota's performance alter ego. Welcome to the history of TRD. We're putting our helmets and our hiking boots, boys, to explore the two sides of Toyota racing development, or as you better know it, TRD. This isn't just a badge that you slap on a grill and move on with your life. Absolutely not. It's a legacy of race victories, off-road dominance, and a few truly bizarre choices that came out to be TRD. Get ready for a tale of Japanese street legends and American desert kings, from the little island to the mainland. As all great Toyota stories begin, they all begun in Japan. Toyota had a bit of reputation. They were the king of reliability, the master of it just works. But they weren't exactly known for being, let's call it, exciting. That's where a small, dedicated group of engineers came in. In 1954, a little-known branch called Toyota Sports Corner, which is short for TOSCO, was established to handle racing activities for Toyota. Their early missions included preparing cars for a grueling endurance race in Australia, where finishing was a bigger victory than actually winning itself. TOSCO eventually evolved in 1976. It was formally rebranded as Toyota Racing Development, TRD. Its mission was very clear: to build race cars and develop high-performance parts that would make Toyota a force to be reckoned with at the track. And let me tell you something, they went wild. TRD Japan became famous for its incredible tuning kits and special edition cars. I mean, we're talking about the masterpiece, such as like the TRD 2000 GT. It's a wide-body, lightweight version of the MR2 that was so focused on performance, it was essentially a road-legal race car. Only about 35 were ever built, and each one was an absolute work of art. Their point wasn't just to build a race car for the street. They built actual race car versions of the Celica, of the Supra, and other icons. Now, dominating the series across Japan and beyond, TRD Japan was the mad scientist lab where Toyota's engineers kind of let their imagination run wild. But while they were tearing up the circuits in Asia, something completely different was happening in North America.
It all began back in 1967, and now it has become the largest off-road event. Hundreds of vehicles of all shapes and sizes partake in what is known as the survival of the fittest, or the Baja 1000.
In 1979, just a few years after TRD was formally established in Japan, TRD USA was born. But its mission was just completely different than in Japan. It wasn't about setting lap records. It wasn't about putting slicks on cars. It was about something far more American: off-roading. Toyota of America needed a way to appeal to the truck-loving crowd. And who better to do it than the guys who worked on race cars? TRD USA's early days were about proving ground in the desert. They partnered with off-road legends like Ivan Iron Man Stewart, building monstrous race trucks and absolutely dominating the grueling races such as like the Baja 1000. These trucks weren't just fast, they were pretty much indestructible. And it worked. The TRD badge quickly became synonymous with the toughness, reliability, and the kind of capability that could get you in the middle of nowhere, and more importantly, get you back. TRD USA's success on the dirt led to a completely different approach from its Japanese cousins. While TRD Japan was building street machines, TRD USA started offering off-road performance packages for trucks like the Tacoma and the 4Runner. We're talking biffier suspensions, lock-in differentials, more aggressive tires. They weren't about shaving seconds of the lap time, they were about conquering mountains. But then in the early 2000s, TRD decided to try to bridge the gap between TRD USA and TRD Japan. TRD USA got a little taste of JDM flair and started offering a line of TRD street cars. And they still kept the trucks. Some of them were absolutely bonkers. They gave us the TRD supercharger Tundra. In the late 2000s, a truck with over 500 horsepower that could smoke sports cars on the drag strip. Seriously, this thing was a muscle truck that made the Ford F-150 Lightning look a little nervous. They also gave us the TRD versions of the Camry and the Solara. Now, the TRD Camry had a supercharger and some mild visual upgrades and effects. A car that was essentially a wolf in the sheepiest possible clothing. It was a bizarre but hilarious attempt to actually make a sensible family sedan cool. And you know what? It worked. Kinda. But the true American TRD legacy was just beginning. In the mid-2010s, TRD USA doubled down on its off-road roots and introduced the TRD Pro lineup. This wasn't just a sticker package at all. This package came in the Tundra, the Tacoma, and the 4Runner. TRD Pros came with things like Fox shocks, unique grills, and robust skid plates, ready to tackle absolutely any trail right off the showroom floor. The TRD Pro badge became the ultimate symbol of adventure for Toyota, completely defining the brand's off-roading image. Now, of course, it wasn't all smooth and nice sailing. Some of the TRD adventures didn't quite take off. The company had its share of quirks. For example, the JDM style body kits on some of the cars were a bit aggressive. Remember that Celica? And some of the TRD superchargers, while amazingly and pretty awesome, they were pricey and the option that not everybody opted for. It was quite expensive right off the showroom floor. But the biggest failure, if you can call it a failure, was the ultimate one. It was a TRD that was quietly and quickly being replaced.
This is not your typical family.
This is our family gathering.
This is how we settle sibling disputes.
We may not be related. We're not.
We may be loud and nothing.
And from different worlds.
But if you can keep up, then welcome to the Toyota Gazoo.
With the rise of a new global performance brand such as Gazoo Racing, GR as you may well know it, the lines between TRD Japan and TRD USA began to blur. Today, GR has become the dominant performance badge for Toyota street cars, like the GR Supra and the GR Corolla. While TRD still exists, it's now primarily focused on parts, and in the American market, the hugely successful TRD Pro off-road vehicles such as the Tacoma, the 4Runner, and now you can actually see it on the Sequoia. But the spirit of TRD is far from dead. It isn't every enthusiast who wants to make the Toyota just a little bit faster, maybe just a little bit tougher, or maybe just make it their own. It's a story of two different companies. It's two different philosophies, all under one powerful badge, the TRD from Toyota. I hope that you enjoyed this quick little ride through Toyota's TRD history. Let me know which one you want to see next. Which one would you want me to cover? Is it the GTR? Is it the Mazda Speed? Let me know in the comments and I'll make sure to follow through with it.